and the history already made, beginning with the classic Kennedy-Nixon debate.
In the election of 1860, Abraham Lincoln said the question was whether this nation could exist, half slave or half free.
In 1960, the first modern debates, and candidates learned they'd be judged by how they looked as well as what they said. Kennedy was judged to be quicker, full of facts.
Admiral Yarnell, the commander of the Asiatic Fleet, has said that these islands are not worth the bones of a single American.
Admiral Yarnell had actually commanded the Pacific Fleet in World War II when Kennedy was out there on PT-109. Yarnell was already dead when Kennedy quoted him, but Nixon never seemed to notice. In 1964, Barry Goldwater came prepared with a special set of eyeglasses that wouldn't reflect the TV lights. But President Johnson wouldn't debate. He was too far ahead. The next real debates came in 1972. This one was dull until a minor candidate dangled a rubber rat before the audience.
Thank you, President Ford.
In 1976, President Ford was behind in the polls, so he agreed to debate Jimmy Carter. Carter, a former Georgia governor with no foreign policy experience. Well, Gerald Ford managed to even that score with this remark.
I don't believe that the polls consider themselves dominated by the Soviet Union.
Polls taken overnight showed Ford had lost the debate by 45 points. Ford also managed to resurrect the question, is he smart enough to be president? In 1976, there was also a debate between the two vice presidential candidates.
The only mystery to me is how do you know what Governor Carter stands for? I've been trying to find out for 6 weeks. He has 3 positions on everything. That's why they're having 3 TV debates.
That's how Robert Dole earned the nickname, the Doberman from Kansas.
I think Senator Dole has richly earned his reputation as a hatchet man tonight.
Yes.
In another Ford-Carter debate, remember, the sound went dead.
Trust among our people in the...
But how long it's going to take to fix it, we just don't know.
You don't have a screwdriver and a pair of pliers on you, Doug, do you?
I do not, David, no.
For 23 minutes, the two men stood like stage props. In 1980, Ronald Reagan thought he was so far ahead he didn't have to debate in Iowa.
I wish Governor Reagan was here. Oh, how I wish he was here.
His no-show is one of the big reasons Ronald Reagan lost Iowa. Reagan did show up in New Hampshire, of course. The actor-turned-politician has given us some great rhetorical moments.
Would you turn that microphone off, please?
I am paying for this microphone.
That almost sounds like a line from an old movie.
Don't you shut me off.
For half of tomorrow's debate here at Dartmouth College, the television personality Phil Donahue will direct questions from a live audience to the 8 Democratic candidates, just as if they were guests on the Donahue Show, thereby completing the marriage of ethics. Ken Bodie, NBC News, Hanover, New Hampshire.
And finally, the liberal group Americans for Democratic Action endorsed Walter Mondale today. One ADA member noted that candidate George McGovern is more to their liking, really one of them. But another speaker said if this is therapy, vote for McGovern. If renting